Hi everyone, welcome to the live today. So today we're going to show you how to make caramel apples. And it's a really easy way. There's two ways to make them. One is with corn syrup, other way is with peeling caramels. So we're going to do it the Kraft way. It's the way I was taught by my grandmother and my mom. And if you Google the recipe for making caramel apples, you're going to get the corn syrup way. So make sure you Google Kraft caramel apples to get the Kraft recipe today. And so we're in whiskey and war paint mode. We've got a Savannah Hooter shirt on, 2018. And we're gonna wash up some apples, prepare everything to start the... Hey, how's it going? You're probably in between rest or naps, are you? You're probably really sleepy. So hopefully I'll be on tonight, catch out on your live. So yeah, so as I was just saying, we're in war paint mode. Savannah Hooters. We've got a beautiful little Halloween cat with diamonds. Some beautiful steel earrings that one of the neighbors gave me. She's 80 something. They're absolutely beautiful. And we're gonna make caramel apples. So I was just saying there's two ways to make them. Hey guys, smash like, double tap. You can make them with corn syrup or you can peel caramels to make them. So it's really easy. We've got our pans all washed up in our pot and I've got our stuff all ready on the table to get started. So we've got some toppings, parchment paper, sticks. I even found some candy eyes. And we've got that all ready. And we've got two pans washed up. We're gonna lay parchment paper on them and the pot's clean. Really simple to make this, guys. Just caramels, peel them, add water, dip, and refrigerate about an hour. You should take them out of the fridge about 15 minutes before you're gonna eat them. I just need to do an audio and video check. I did spill some water on my phone. So I got that off and immediately turned it off and then ran a hair dryer. So audio check's good, video check's good. Hi everyone, welcome. Everyone smash like, double tap. Today we're making caramel apples. There's no mods in here yet. So, I know you're sleepy, Stony, but my full intent is to mod you. Oh, there's 86. So yeah, we'll just wait a little bit then. Think Stony's sleepy today, probably. Alright, guys. Hi, 86. Welcome. Yeah, I'm just gonna go slam him. So, Stony, I don't need to hide anyone unless it's absolutely ridiculous, but we'll just delete timeout. So 86 Stony's no standard. 86 is managing and Geek is what is managing. Hi. So we're in whiskey and war paint mode. We're Savannah Georgia Hooters. Steel earrings from a neighbor. They're absolutely beautiful. I have a black hat on, a pin brooch with diamonds. And we're gonna get started. So our pans are clean, our pot's clean. The next thing we need to do, guys, is start peeling our caramels. So we get these from the bulk farm. This is enough to make 12 apples, which is about 800 grams. I think it was 28 ounces. 800 grams, I think. Hi everyone, welcome. Double tap, smash like. So we did some war paint. And we're in Savannah Hooters mode. Making caramel apples today, guys. It's fun. We've even got candy eyes for some of our toppings. There he is. So Stony, your standard mod. Feel free to delete, timeout. I don't really need any fighting until we get bigger numbers and it becomes necessary unless something really bad comes in. So we just start peeling away. It's going to take us a few minutes to peel what we need. So what's everyone doing today? Type in the comments what your Halloween costume might be. We have a hurricane coming up from Jamaica, so it's possible that our Halloween may be delayed or rescheduled or canceled, which is a shame for 300 kids. So lots of chips and candy available. This table's wobbling just like guys. Still in a leaf. Yeah, sometimes. You just never know, Stony. I did have a moderator that needed to be unmodded because I wasn't feeling good one day and I'd gone into, I think, second clown mode and got an atrocious comment from that person. So some of my mods know who that is, and the person was unmodded. Hears that they may have blocked me in one of my friends' channels, initials JP. And I know that because I have other accounts, so, but yeah, you never know. I trust nobody. Not friends, not neighbors, family. Nobody. So what's everyone doing today besides smashing that like and double tap? We're peeling caramels, guys. We're in war paint mode. Whiskey and war paint is a theme with Savannah, Georgia Hooters shirt and diamond encrusted cap pin. And everyone, make sure you join the live tomorrow. It'll be a special surprise at a tower, 10-story tower. I'm not exactly able to give you the time on that right now. They do close at dusk and close for the season 24 hours after that. So Halloween evening, that's it for fall and winter for that tower. Hi Madams, hi everyone. I haven't scanned through chat. I only know that 86, Matt, and Stony Kid are here. So everyone type in the chat, say hello. Say what you're doing today. What your costume may be for Halloween or not. Any plans, special plans, events, indoor, outdoor events. Just grab my chat from just like ours. So, it's Stony Kid, hi. Rima, hello. Dibby, hello. Imar, hello. 86, what's up again? Captain, Teach, hello. Dragon, hello. And hello, Matt Asigan. So, yeah, we're making caramel apples. Usually it helps if you have more people to help you peel that caramel. I used to help my mom. Take a few minutes for us to peel these, guys. Washington, D.C. Hello, yeah, we're in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. So we're just across the harbor, not far from D.C. Welcome. Make sure you smash the like, double tap. We also have a shorts channel. So Suzanne and Bruce Shorts, make sure you go to that. So I'll just keep peeling and peeling. Fresh, soft candy corn. Cute. Yes, yes. So guys, this is one way to make big caramel apples, and those with the corn syrup mixture. This is the one I was taught to do, and it's preferred. If you go to search on Google or YouTube on how to make caramel apples, you're going to get the other recipe. So you would need to type Kraft with a K, K-R-A-F-T, caramel apples, and the recipe is the first one that comes up. Good evening, host. Hello, Mr. Plumtree. Welcome. Double tap that screen if you haven't already. And make sure you subscribe to our shorts channel as well. So subscribe here and go to Suzanne and Bruce shorts as well. Subscribe there. We'll be here a while. You can do that now. And I haven't seen any costumes put in the comments yet. I'm sure once a few more of my mods come, they'll start saying. So we had some ideas the other night. Guys, go to the shorts channel. You'll see what I'm doing for Halloween. Spirit Halloween is addictive. A lot of things that I want there. So. Hello, Stacy. And Mr. Plumtree. Yeah, I think I just read your comment, Stacy. I don't know if I said hello. But hello, Stacy. Again, guys, we're in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Let it wobble on this gimbal today. On the table here. Every time I move. So, today is Wednesday. Time must be going by slow. The weeks have been going by really fast. The year has been going by really fast. But I find this week slow. Now, I can see there, and I need to touch up my lipstick, guys. So I'm going to do a little touch up with that. There we go. Oh, that's a little better. So it's a CoverGirl, guys. A really nice red. It's Seduce Scarlet 310. So if anyone's just joining, we're in Whiskey and War Paint mode. Savannah Hooters. Got a black diamond encrusted hat on. I've been making caramel apples. So there's two ways to make them. The recipe that you Google or YouTube when you first search is corn syrup way. This is Kraft, K-R-A-F-T recipe. It's the first one that comes up when you Google search or YouTube that. So it's that, guys. Hopefully everyone's having a great day. We've got some overcast, mild wind today. We're just north of a hurricane. It's moving from the southeast. southeasterly storm coming. There may be people missing, animals injured, severe damage in Jamaica, is what they're saying. So blessings and prayers, hope to people like Jamaica. It's a beautiful country. They're same as British rule. Really enjoyed the trip that I had to Jamaica. Hi everyone, welcome. So we're in whiskey and war paint mode. These are beautiful steel earrings. We have a Savannah Hooters, Savannah, Georgia, 2018. And a beautiful black hat, Dominic Cresto. And today we're making caramel apples. Everyone, smash that like, double tap, subscribe, come back. We'll be here for a bit. Appreciate y'all being here. What's everyone doing today? Type in the chat what you're doing today. Hi Roman, how are you? What are you doing today? Are you going to have a Halloween costume? If you go to my shorts channel, besides this one, and subscribe, you'll see what I am going to be. So we're peeling caramels. If you want to do 6 apples, you'll need about 350 grams of 400. Depends on how coated you like your apples. And if you're doing 12 or a dozen, then you will need 700 or 800 grams. And there's an ounces conversion when you type it in Google. I think it's 28 ounces or something for 12. And if you're just coming in, double tap, smash like. And there's 86. So everyone, 6-7 is a rap song. Woot woot. It's called WOOT. Woot woot. And it's also HO on the periodic table for chemistry. So we don't mind that in here. There's a few things I wanted to talk about. I can't remember what the first thing was. But the second thing is there's 2 channels, and I won't say that sometimes complain about what people type in the chat. Not in terms of spam or funny things, just in terms of how they communicate. So we all have different learning levels, literacy levels, comprehension levels, disabilities, head injuries, and unless I tell you that, or someone else does, then you wouldn't know. So we could take it as you're being a comedian. Most of the time you're annoyed because I see on the end sometimes it is hard to make out some of the comments. It's just gibberish. Then just don't reply. Make them type it again and clarify. If not, if you do want to know. But I'm not going to quote the references because then you'll know what channels to. Another thing is about people making comments in one channel about people's trolling capability. People's trolling capability and your skills at doing certain things, cheerleading, supporting a channel, etc. It all weighs out in balances compared to one sloppy, one-sided mod or one that deletes everything, hurting channels. But anyway, one day, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to do a short or a long on, hi chocolate, welcome, thank you. If you think I'm pretty, double tap and smash that like. Subscribe to our shorts channel too. So subscribe to this one, come back over here, and go to shorts, Suzanne Ingrid shorts. Yeah, back to what I said. Literacy, a lot of issues interfere with whether people are able to read YouTube community guidelines or not. It is your responsibility using any platform, any business, anything outside of your own private space to educate yourself on fine print. Now I understand that from a layman's point of view, it's difficult to read all this stuff and to interpret it, and there's words you might understand. It's like reading Shakespeare. So I've read Shakespeare, I understand most of it and can speak it, Shakespearean, but some of you guys can't. So with that being said, what I think moving forward is I'll do a short or a long on reading verbally and audio YouTube community guidelines. We're going to eat that one, so that it's fair and you guys know what's going on. From there, I'm also moving forward on the future content list, going to do a moderator or suggestion, short or long form. I'll see which one. All channels are different. You represent the operator of that channel, but most of all you represent YouTube. You don't really get to decide your production and setting and directing. Another thing people don't understand is although YouTube is from the US, based in the US, it is broadcast all over the world. Russia, Australia, China. So what you think your freedom of speech is in the US could be against our Charter of Rights and Freedoms in Canada. Sometimes your stuff, if you're a creator, won't get released to those countries. I'm really fortunate. I have a community. Russia, Australia, China, US, Canada. But some of you guys won't be allowed to be broadcast there, or communicate or have friends with some of those countries as well. So, we're war paint, whiskey and war paint mode. Hooter Savannah 2018. Put a black hat on, diamond encrusted. Nice steel earrings. We're peeling caramels. I ate that one because it fell on my lap, guys. We're plowing through. We're almost there. We're getting there. We're getting there. But we get some great toppings later. We get sprinkles, almonds, cashews, coconut, M&M's, or Smarties, M&M's, and we've got these eyeballs we're gonna put on. Hey, Lee Taco, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, so we're whiskey and war paint mode right now. We're Savannah Hooters, Georgia mode, and we got a black hat. So we taco, what we're doing today is we're making caramel apples. There's two ways to make them. You Google the corn syrup recipe will come up. So you need to Google Kraft, K-R-A-F-T. You're gonna buy the amount of ingredients that you want. If you want 6 apples, if you want 12, about 350 or 400 grams per 6 apples for caramels. We get these at the bulk barn. They're weighed on a scale. You can read your bag. It says the grams on them. You can get caramels at the grocery store, Walmart, dollar store sometimes, but these are from bulk barn. So we're peeling our caramels as first step. We did have our apples chilled in the fridge for days. So they still will be solid and chilled through the middle once we do our stuff. We're going to have to peel the stickers off those apples and wash them because apples have a wax coat, and what we're trying to apply to it will apply a little easier if we get some of that wax off. Yeah, so if you want to see what my Halloween costume is going to be, Wheat Taco, go to the Shorts channel and watch the last short, and then tomorrow there'll be a live Wheat Taco. So I'm not going to tell you what time. It will be before dusk because the tower closes, 10-story tower. You may or may not have seen. If not, go to previous lives. There's been a pool tube explosion, become a YouTubeist, and a different time we did a walkthrough for Sir Sanford Fleming, a tour of that park. So, hi Koo, hi Allie. Yep, I'm supposed to look silly. This is war paint. Good observation, and I appreciate honest feedback. What are we doing today? We're making caramel apples, so we're peeling some caramels right now. Step 1. Yep, I look silly. Silly. Hooters, Savannah girls usually have a certain look to them. It's usually a white tank top and orange shorts. So we're doing orange tank top and jogging pants today. I would highly recommend your hair is up for making this concoction, baking concoction. Okay, sounds good. Because you are the only mod in here, Stoney would have went back to sleep. But if it gets nutty, I'll mod Wheat Taco. So don't worry, 86. Plus, I can do stuff. I'd have to wash my hands though. Yeah, we look silly. Happy Halloween, everyone. Aw, thanks so much, Koo. That's so nice of you. So, I've ate really healthy over my lifetime. I was never ever a drinker, never into any hard drugs or anything like that. So, Nanny said if you eat chocolate, lobster, laugh, cry, but know when to stop. If that helps. Alright, so we're going through these caramels. We're still peeling, guys. It will be Halloween here in less than 2 days. So today is Wednesday. Thursday night at midnight will be Halloween, the beginning of it, of 24 hours. Now, there's the history, and used to be celebrated different times back in the day. If you check out my live tomorrow, I'll tie some Halloween history into another topic. Yeah, we're making treats. So we're peeling some caramels right now, and we're gonna make caramel apples in a minute. So we've got toppings. We've got some eyeballs. And I recommend you use Granny Smith apples. So those are your green, character, a little bit sour apples. And I'll show you them in a minute when we peel the stickers and wash them off. Everyone, welcome. Hope everyone's excited for this Halloween or Hollow evening coming up. It's Halloween Irish. Well, there's quite a few involvements in that. Why don't you Google search or YouTube Halloween? Because I'm not doing a history lesson today. This is baking session in your dining room or kitchen. And if you want some questions answered, I can have a look in the comments later or go to my live tomorrow. That should answer some of your questions on the history. Just go to Wiki for Halloween. There's a lot of worldly involvement in that topic as well as the topic we're doing tomorrow. Hi everyone, welcome. Is everyone excited? What's everyone doing today? These are eyeballs, candy eyeballs, guys. What's everyone doing today? So we're charged up very good today. I do have my gimbal power pack too, if I need to plug in. This should take another hour or two, so I can run without any more charging for 3 or 3.5 hours. So we're getting these caramels all peeled, guys. Show you the mess we're making after. Checking to make sure there's no plastic in there. So you just keep peeling. 700 or 800 grams for 12 apples. So caramels, I think it's 28 ounces, but that's not my forte. It's all measured in grams here. Did some roofing but ended early for rain. Okay, cool. Was it you or Scary Trigger? The other day, someone said they were waiting for clouds to pass to work on roofing. I've never heard of that. I know you can roof in clouds with not rain or our roofers did in the winter here. Freezing cold. I think they used a blowtorch for some of their stuff. Just a neighbor walking by up there, you guys. He's one of the McMillans. He's a musician from Cape Breton, very well-known artist. I think there's a building or a street named after him and his family as well. I grew up with Duncan and Ian, his sons, just up the road here. We're in Halifax, Nova Scotia, you guys, Canada. We're on the East Coast on the Atlantic Ocean. Anyone type in the chat where you're from. This smells I'm doing when I work in rain. Yeah, vitamin U. But then you disappeared and I didn't get it. I was like, you can't work in the clouds. Roofing? What are you talking about? It's funny. I'm going to redo those mugs one day too. You're on it and Shuriken and probably not. There's a few people I'll have to go back to that live because they were wham or sicky bumming that they didn't get on the mug. So I'll erase them and do those drinking mugs with the handle, the mason jar type again. So if you're just joining, guys, we're in War Paint and Whiskey mode. Hooters, Savannah, Georgia. Got a black hat, diamond encrusted. It's just beautiful. New steel bag bearings. These don't come out easily. They're really good earrings and done up a good clasp. So good if we were doing some Halloween partying. Hi Kenny, how are you? Welcome. We're doing caramel apples, so we're peeling our caramels. Our recipes under Kraft, K-R-A-F-T. If you Google caramel apples, you're going to get the corn syrup recipe. That's not the one we're doing. You do. Hi, Ryan K. How are you? So yeah, we had a schedule for the week, Ryan K. I did type it in some of the channels, but so today is caramel apples. Tomorrow's a live stream, the Empower mode at a tower called the Dingle. Shuts down for autumn and fall. Dusk Halloween evening. And then we're supposed to have 300 kids for Halloween at the property. However, there's a southeasterly hurricane moving up north here from Jamaica. And we don't know yet if we're going to have the ability to give out chips to children. or what's going to happen Halloween evening. Kind of scary thinking about 100-kilometer-an-hour winds and a lot of rain, supposedly. Okay, guys, we're working with our caramels. Almost done. They're from the bulk barn. So I did have Stony Kid just in here. He had to go back to sleep though. And everyone go subscribe to Stony Island Kid at Stony Kid, please. If you're interested in art, horror, and comedy. And some things Vegas and LA. Yeah, caramel. It doesn't matter though. I pronounce it caramel sometimes. Now this one is open, so you just wouldn't trust that, guys, at all. So we'll peel it later and put it in the composter. But don't eat unopened candy. Coffee, how's it going? So we're in war paint, whiskey and war paint mode. Steel earrings. We have a Hooter, Savannah, Georgia, and a black hat with a crusted diamonds. There he is. Everyone see that came up right now? I think Coffee, you subscribed, 86 subscribed. Coffee, subscribe to the Stony Island Kid there on the screen. Please. I think you did, Coffee. I think you are in Stony Kid, but everyone... And Coffee, Stony, this is the other, there's two coffees. They're both really awesome. This is my main coffee. Coffee, if you're interested in being a mod in Stony Island Kid, then go to his Instagram. It's got a gold lion for a profile. That's how you'll know it's him. And send him a message. He will mod you in there. If you're ever up during those hours. I know you did come in. But anyway, yeah, coffee's really good. Yeah, I think you guys introduced each other, but reintroduce and get comfy. Now, Stony, I was doing a lot of research, and it's interesting because I was trying to like hit or miss blood and fangs and things. When it was saying that there's no human evidence of humans having fangs as vampires. It was mainly the animals that they turned into or used as helpers like Cinderella. So that came about in Dracula, really. So, because I just don't really want to... It's enough with the setting and the theme and my costume and me having to talk during the live tomorrow, which I won't be talking to chat, guys. So mods, it's all up to you. I'm not talking to chat. I'm not going to turn it off either. We did tell 86 and Geeka knows that. But with that being said, to talk with the fangs and do my production and all that, I may just do blood. So keep it historical, and vampires are sexy as well. So going good, Jeffala. How are you doing? So we're in whiskey and war paint mode. You guys know, a lady singer knit by Six Guns. So Hooter, Savannah, Georgia, black hat, diamonds, steel earrings. These don't come out. These are good earrings. Good clasp. We're peeling caramels. So we're making caramel apples. I've got toppings later here that are going to have to be crushed up. Some eyeballs. I'm going to show you. We use green Granny Smith apples because there's so much sweet. I'm going to be encoding this apple that you need the tart. So green Granny Smiths, we'll remove the stickers. We're almost done this, guys. In a minute and wash those up. The reason we wash them is because the apples have a wax on them. So you'll never have an issue coating them really, ever. It doesn't matter, but you should wash your apples. Also, this is a hair up event, so if you're doing this and you have long hair, male or female, or they, whatever, you need to put your hair up. You don't want hair in your apple split. Thanks, Steph. Well, you are too. Vampire has doesn't smell sexy. No, because he's out hunting. That's another thing. So vampires can be regular people, guys. They can be bankers and accountants and lots of different positions. So they do survive in daylight. They just don't prefer to be out in daylight because humans sleep usually in the evening. And that's the best time to hunt the humans is in the evening. They like to be awake at night because they're a nocturnal being, like a rat or a mouse or an owl. What else? Bats. Yeah, bats. Okay, we're gonna double check all of this for plastic guys, just to make sure. Alright, so we got this all peeled. Step 1 is done. Alright, so now I'm going to clean up this mess. Hopefully every time I did that. Septic's around the night, sometimes safe. And their capes are useful, vampire capes, because it helps them hide and escape, and they use it to cover bodies, and it's also associated with flying as well, like a red magic carpet. Guys, I got a shout out on the red carpet a couple of days or weeks ago from Jess Palmadasa. God bless her heart. Oh, Buddha, Judah, whoever. Yeah, it was sick. She went in full mood, comedy mode. It was hilarious. Quite honored. I'm on a famous wall, Hollywood Stream Sneakers wall. I'm on Crocs and a car and suits. Very, very blessed. Sofa Kingdom wrote me in a Krabos on a wall too. And the night sky's light sweet. Alright, guys. So we've got this one caramel that was opened and we're not going to use it. So I'm going to peel it. It's going to go in the composter. We'll donate that to animals. Just put that in the fridge for now. Got some stuff I need to take out the composter in a bit. Alright, so prep time usually 15 to 30 minutes. So by prep time was get your toppings out, your caramels out, your parchment paper out. We're going to use these sticks, guys, rather than wooden. The wooden break, I find. We're going to peel the stickers off our apples in a minute and wash the wax off. We've got our pans already washed up in the pot. So 15 to 30 minutes for prep time if you have help peeling your caramels as well. So we've been live 44 minutes. I did do some prep before that. And the caramels did take a long time. After we get these rolling, they're going to need to cool in the fridge for an hour at least. And then remember to always let them get to warm temperature about 15 minutes before you try to eat it. Or you're going to be trying to eat really hard caramel. So we'll watch the apples in a few minutes and dry them. And we'll chuck them back in the fridge and chill them a few minutes while we're getting the rest of the stuff ready. Now, peeling all those caramels will make your hands really sticky, so I advise washing up before you touch your good camera or phone. That's just my chop phone that I was on a second ago. So just turn the heat up a little bit. So just 1 second, you guys. Yes, coffee, yummy. Is your day going really well? Having a really good day. And I hope you are too, coffee. So, quote Old Me Living, he's a pastor in Huntington Beach, California. If you ain't dead, you ain't done. So, swim that, guys. Alright, so our next step is we want to get all these stickers off the apples. This one doesn't have one. These are Granny Smith apples, you guys. 4017. These are what are recommended to do these with. So we're going to take our stickers off. We're going to take our top little stems off in a minute. To get the stems off, you're just going to twist, you guys. So, get all this off, wash them, dry them. And we'll chuck them back in the fridge. These are still really cool because they were chilled for days. It just helps the caramel adhere to them better. So if you're just joining, we're in Whiskey and War Paint mode. We're Savannah, Georgia Hooters. And we have a black hat with diamonds, some real steel earrings. So we're making caramel apples, guys. There's 2 ways to do it. When you Google it, the recipe that comes up is not the one that is preferred. You would type Kraft, K-R-A-F-T, and that's the Kraft recipe. Alright, so you just grab your stem and twist the apple until it pops off. Yeah, I like green apples too. Hi, Freshly, how's it going? We're in Whiskey and War Paint mode. We're Savannah, Georgia Hooters person. And we're making caramel apples, Freshly. How's everyone doing? Trick to this war paint is to go almost up to your eye, but now I go longer on one side and take the lines up a little higher. So this is a Six Skins look, if anyone knows the artist. Okay, so now that that heat came on, guys, it's a forced air oil heat from the furnace. I'm gonna go turn it back, because otherwise it'll stay on and then I'll be like asleep on the floor. You guys will not see anything. If anyone wants to chat in the comments amongst yourself or type what you're doing today, I can read chat sometimes. Hi, Milan. Nope, I don't think so. Wrong channel. But they got you, didn't they? Haha. Thanks, guys. Nope. Maybe no. Oh, maybe, I'm not going to quote it. Maybe he thought I was that one from Vegas or something. She's really nice. One day I'll do more work, social work and psychology work on her channel. But yeah, no, whoever that was, if you're still watching. I'll show you why I'm not. What do you think? There's my Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Social, and Criminology. So, not that kind of platform. Exactly fresh. And that's why you're a mod, and that's why I've known you, and Geeka's known you a year and a half. Alright, so next, I'm just going to give these a quick little rinse, guys, and bring you over with me. So we need to get some parchment paper on the pans next, after I dry these apples. So again, we're rinsing them just to get rid of any bacteria, but mainly they have wax on them. I guess it helps keep them fresh for shipping. I don't know what's wax. Does it grow on trees, the wax? But anyway, there's a wax on them, allegedly. Yeah, we're in whiskey and warpaint mode, making granny apple caramel apples. And if you've never seen a warpaint Hooters Savannah, Georgia employee making caramel apples, this is your first time. Alright. So now we want to dry these apples and get them on parchment paper. So here's what we're gonna do. Alright. So you can get parchment paper at Walmart or your local grocery store or a dollar store. This just has some trick to open it, you guys. Just a sec. Pull to open. Yeah, you're all the ish, man. All you. Alright. So I'm probably going to cut this because I don't want to waste stuff. Need another one. Happy Halloween, everyone. And tomorrow I'll say Happy Halloween in Chinese as well. And tomorrow's live. I don't know what time, but it's gotta be before dusk because they close. And they close 24 hours from that live for autumn and winter. You're not allowed in that tower after dusk Halloween evening. Alright. We'll dry our apples next. And then we're going to put our apples in the fridge for a minute. After that, we're going to put sticks in them. I got these beautiful sticks that are non-wood, because I find if you use popsicle sticks or thin sticks like skewers, the apple's like heavy and it ends up breaking the stick sometimes. Or it just doesn't taste good to bite into a broken off popsicle stick or a piece of wood. So we're gonna chill these in a minute in the fridge. Just for a couple minutes. They were chilled for days, so they're still chilled from the inside out. So when we do melt down our caramels in a few minutes, we're going to do it on the stove. You can do it in the microwave as well. Alright, using the fridge for just a minute. So our pot's all clean. I recommend using a big pot, guys, so you can actually get your apples in there. If you use a little pot, you're just not going to be able to get them up near the stick, and I'll show you what I mean by that. A lot of caramel apples you'll see like are half coated. You should be able to get them almost completely coated. Over there for now. So a nice good sized pot, make sure you can fit the apple in there. So it probably should be like 2 apples wide, your diameter. Sounds like a Smurf. 3 apples tall. So 2 apples wide would be fair enough. There are bigger pots, you could use that. And some sticks in a minute. Alright, so toppings. So for toppings, we will have coconut. We're not going to do them all in toppings. We have Smarties. Got some purple sprinkles I want to use up from shortbread cookies that I made a while ago. So we've got purple sprinkles, cashews. And we've got some almonds. And we've got some candy eyeballs. Alright. So, when we go to prepare this stuff, you can use a pestle and mortar, or you can use a good sized bowl and a potato masher. You could even use a garlic press if you had a garlic press. So, a garlic press is this machine here. It's a garlic press. Squished garlic. So now we'll put our sticks in the apple next. And this pack came from the bulk barn. We're only gonna have to use half of these. I'm gonna move you guys over here. Thank you, coffee. So, it's a 100-year-old home. My grandmother used to live here, and my mom used to live here, and now I live here. My grandfather had built all the kitchen cupboards, but I tore them out. They're 50 years old or so, and got these ones put in. I tore this whole baking section here, and most of the renovations in this house I did myself, except electrical or plumbing. I'll put you over here for a minute. My tripod needs to be tightened a sec, guys. Here we go. Gimbal issues. Alright, just 1 second. Pardon me. a fresh Canadian cigarette, guys. Yummy. They don't smell like fire for puke like yours guys. Alright, coffee, no problem. Playlist is fire. Yeah. I love Mozart, Beethoven, and things like that. Mom said when I was first born, I was speaking Chinese. And I remember as a child, I was always singing opera and dancing and things. So, okay. Next are bubbles. So, to do this the best way, I recommend having a paring knife. So paring knife is your short little knife like this. If you don't have one, you should get one. And just poke an entrance for your stick. There we go. So, one. If you're not comfortable with a knife, guys, don't do your holes. Just try to squeeze them down. Right down the stem. I'm going to redo that. You're going to push your stick all the way in as far as you can. This one didn't come off earlier, this little, it won't come off for me. I'm going to have to leave that little stem on. Again, if you're not comfortable with a knife, guys, just force it down without it. You always turn the knife away from yourself as well, so my blade is that way. All right, 6 more to go. And always use a cutting board. Like I usually keep a cutting board out with a knife at all times. That's my preference. So there's always a cutting board right here and a knife. Both my properties. So I'm using it to go in. So a lot of people usually sometimes they'll cut up their apples and do a caramel pan mixture. You can do that too. When I do these after they're done, it does need to be cut so that seniors can eat it or persons with problems with their teeth. So I eat it off a stick. Some people prefer not to. 4 more, guys. Hopefully you guys are all learning something. I hope this helps. These are actually candy sticks from the bulk farm, so they're meant to withstand. I wouldn't recommend using thin wood, and the days of popsicle sticks are really kind of over. The popsicle peak days. These aren't really breakable. I think they're paper. It doesn't say. I haven't checked. Let me get them. They're from Naperville in Illinois. Cake pops, candy, cookies, donuts. Yeah, we need to do donuts one day, guys, too. There's 2 ways to make donuts. One is cake donuts, other is fried in grease. I like the fried in grease ones. All right, 2 more. One more. So again, these are Granny Smith apples, guys. If you're just joining, we're in Whiskey and War Paint mode. We got Savannah, Georgia Hooters, Black Hat, diamonds, steel earrings, making caramel apples. If you're going to Google or YouTube it, make sure you type Kraft, K-R-A-F-T. It's the right recipe. You can do it with corn syrup, but this is peel caramels way. Hi, Touche. Yeah, they do. But they break off. These are really hard apples. So those days are over when it comes to doing apples, because now they have these great candy sticks at the Bull Farm that are perfect for this exercise. And hi B&K, welcome. Appreciate everyone. Smash the like, double tap, subscribe, come back. Go to Suzanne and Bruce Shorts as well. We're making caramel apples, guys, in War Paint in Hooters mode. Whiskey and War Paint. Anyone knows 6 Guns, 0 Dust? If you don't and you don't like her, don't hold it against me, my opinion. It's pretty good. Okay, this one won't go in, guys. We're gonna redo it. There we go. Final one when it go in. Very well. Alright, there we go. So, next, you can do this in the microwave or the stovetop. So I prefer to do it stovetop. In order to do it, we just need water. What's everyone doing today? What are your plans for Halloween? Are you going to have a costume? If you are, what is it going to be? Fairy boy, like, yeah, for sure. Well, when he had the AKA woman beater or man beater on the other day, I mentioned to him that I do have the shirt. I had it planned for one of my days. I also have a Shipwreck Clearwater, Florida one too. It's purple. So, but yeah. So I need 2 tablespoons of water per every 6. So just that. so now comes to tablespoons. So you can use this, or you can use these, or the difference between spoons are, this is your teaspoon, this is your regular, like if you're having yogurt or something spoon, and that's your regular soup spoon, which is a tablespoon. So if I wasn't going to use these, you'd use your big spoon, but it's not a soup spoon. So there's tea, like yogurt and small stuff, and that's your regular tablespoon and a soup spoon. So we're going to go with tablespoons. 1 tablespoon. So we need 2 of these for every 300 or 400 grams that we do. So we're making 12 apples. It's 300 or 400 every 6, 800 total. We'll get our water in there next. So it's better not to measure things over the area you're baking. You don't want to spill extra in. Less is better with baking than more, always. So we're going to get our water in a separate cup. And just clean, regular cold water is fine. I used that one time. Oh, there's like a pair or 2 of shorts that I really like in Vegas. I can't remember what one of them says either. They're blue, I think. One pair. But yeah, they're like Spanx kind of shorts. I really like them. Okay, so start with 2 tablespoons. So again, don't measure over your area you're making. You do stuff. Measure away from where you're working. So we'll start with 2 tablespoons. Now I'm going to bring out my wooden spoon just in case. But my main spoons I want to work with is this. It's rubber kind of. I have my wooden spoon ready and clean, but we're going to use this one. And start with half of these candles. Alright, so this is where it gets fun. I'm not going to be reading comments very much right now because I don't want to burn my camera. So if anyone's just joining, we're in Whiskey and War Paint mode. And we've gone with the Hooters, Savannah, Georgia shirt with a black hat, crusted in diamonds, and steel earrings. Make sure your hair's up when you're baking caramel apples. It could be really nasty if you get your hair stuck in one. Alright, so now we're going to melt these down. So I would recommend you start it at a low heat, about 7, and move up if you need to. So not minimum, but like a little more than medium, start with that. See how it goes. We've got emergency water here. I'll get our tablespoon reading here for our next batch. Don't need this knife anymore. I used it for apples, so it's dirty. Alright. Now comes the fun, guys. waiting for that burner to heat up. It's got a little bit of hamburger grease on it. Turn this on for a sec. It's gonna be noisy, guys. Alright, so we'll melt these down. When they're melted, we'll dip them. Yeah, there's some things that I do, or I can do that Blake will do. There's some that I won't, especially Pierce and Hollywood's eating bugs and stuff. I don't think I would do that, but we'll see. But yeah, there's some stuff that we definitely can interchange through channels. I'll have to go back and, when I get a chance and get caught up on my future content, to look through some of theirs and see, again, review some of my ideas. Like Pop or Soda Hack, and funny thing about that is he got half ice, and then you can just order no ice, and then you get like double. Stepdad used to order it with no ice sometimes. It just takes a few minutes for this to start melting, guys. You just keep stirring it, watching your temperature. It's starting to melt now. So we just used 2 tablespoons of water and 300 or 350 grams of peeled caramels inside easy. So we're going to get this a certain consistency shortly, and then we're going to dip our caramels. So just keep stabbing and stirring and playing with it. And you just watch it melt away in front of you. Bunch of yumminess. Just melting up there, guys. A few more minutes. I'll show you what this looks like while it's melting. Just a sec. That's what she looks like while she's melting. Just a sec. Turn that down to about 4 right now. So just keep stabbing, mixing it. Hi Pierce, how are you doing? Thank you. They're coming together. This is the best way to make it. You would Google Kraft, K-R-A-F-T recipe. It's better than the corn syrup way, guaranteed. So just keep melting that down. Now Pierce, we're in war paint Hooters mood. This is from Six Guns, this facial look. Steel earrings. We've got a black hat, diamond, and Savannah Georgia Hooters. Everyone subscribe to @TheDangFricker, DANGFRICKER, please. Go do that now and come back, we'll be here. So once we get this melted down, we want to keep it on low heat so it still stays good while we're dipping. She's almost melted down. And again, if you have hair and like you should have it back or in a net or something. You don't want hairy caramel apples, guys. So just keep stabbing and mixing. We've got some great toppings here. So we've got almonds, sprinkles, Smarties, coconut, cashews, and I bet these great in a sec. And it's almost melted. Turn that right down. Look at these candy eyeballs. Yeah, if they get stuck, then you just have like a tea or something, or hot chocolate. It will release the caramel. It's understandable, but that wouldn't be any reason to stop me from ever having them. I love caramel apples and I love candy apples. Love them. Alright. So temperature's down. We want to keep that going and start dipping. Guys, you ready to start dipping? And I told you 2 apples diameter, so we can get the apple in there and get up around the stick really good. You'll see some, they're like, pardon my pun, half-ass dips. You don't want a half-ass dip. And then load my clean dishwasher, guys. Off a crown. Yeah, I've asked a dentist about that before. Unless you guys have experienced it, it takes a lot to pull off a crown. I was concerned about that. I asked when I got the temporary crown at first, and then about the real one once it came, about certain things. And I guess it just would be really difficult to pull it off unless it's ready to come off. Alright, so let's start dipping these apples, guys. So first apple, you just want to get it in there really good. Tilt your pot. You don't want to take all this caramel with you. You just want to hold it there for a few minutes. Let as much as you can drip off. Drip and drip and drip. So I think this one's pretty good. Alright, so I guess what we'll do is we'll put some sprinkles on this one. So we'll roll that in the sprinkle bowl. Some sprinkles on it. Hopefully it's still warm enough to stick my candy eyeballs to that one. Yeah. Alright, that's cute. So we got a sprinkle candy eyeball face. Our first one. Now the next one we'll do coconut. I guess. Alright, we'll do our next one. Nice good coating, and then let as much as you can run off it. Thanks for joining me, guys. Taught you guys how to make caramel apples today, and I hope that helps. This recipe is way better than the corn syrup one that will come up if you try to search caramel apples. Make sure it says Kraft first in your search. Kraft. Take some of that off there. Some people set them down too soon, and that's why they have so much on the bottom. They sit like. Alright, so we'll coconut dip this one. Hopefully it'll hold it. Yeah. Alright, a little bit of coconut dip on that. And we need some eyeballs. So we're going to put some candy eyeballs on this one. So when I flip the eyeball, so they look like a googly eye. Alright, there we go. So we got purple sprinkles, we got coconut. So yummy, guys. So we're gonna eat one when they're done. I'm not waiting for them to cool. I usually wait for my baking to cool. I eat my stuff hot or warm, usually. Alright, so we'll put our Smarties in the pesto mortar. We dropped one. I'm going to eat that. Give a hoo-ha. And push up our Smarties in the pesto mortar. Or you can get a bowl and use a potato masher. Or like I showed you guys, a garlic press. Right here. Garlic press. Push up our Smarties. And I'm going to have to do this one quick because the longer I wait, the less they stick. Even though we don't have a lot of candy on it, there's enough of the caramel. So you just keep squishing your Smarties with the pesto. Mortar, welcome back. Okay, so that's our Smarties squished up. Alright, let's roll another apple. Just put it in, give it a nice good roll. And we're gonna let the stuff run off as much as we can. I just need to redo that spot. I didn't like. Just let a lot of it run off, guys. So you got 3 more apples to do before I mix some more stuff. Let's see how this sticks. It's still hot. Sticking really good, guys. Alright, there's our Smarties one. One turned out good. We'll get some eyeballs for that next. I think I'm only going to dip 6, the rest I'll just do plain. I don't know. I had a marble one and a Lazy Susan growing up, but then now I have this one. But you should always have one. It's good to just crush medicines or spices or things like this. Okay, I'm going to spread this guy's eyes out wide. And that one. Alright, let's dip another one. But before I do that, I gotta crush some nuts. In a sec. So on my side that I scooped there, I'm lifting it off there. That's all I'm doing, guys, when you see me do that. Alright. So we're going to squish some cashews next. Again, you just use a pestle and mortar, or you can get a potato masher in a good bowl, or use a garlic press. I'm going to squish our cashews up. They're easy to squish. They're a soft nut. How's everyone doing? So we're in whiskey and war paint mode. Steel earrings. Black hat. And Savannah Hooters. Okay. So next is cashews. So put it in the pot. Put it nice and good. I'm at the point where I'm going to add another 2 tablespoons of water and the rest of my caramel soon, guys. Okay, so we want this over here quick. Get these nuts on. Try to do them that way. And they're sticking good, guys. So that's our cashew one. Yummy. So we need some eyeballs for this one. Put our eyeballs on this one. So now I'm going to do some more water. I'm going to do 1, 2. Remember, don't pour over your mixture, guys. And get our caramels in. And do wiggle because they harden together. They're room temperature. Alright, we'll get these going next. Turn that up to about 7. keep stabbing and stirring that. We need to crush up our cashews next. And these are really hard. So, let's see if the garlic press works better with this. These nuts are really hard, guys. These nuts. We may skip on the cashews, actually. We'll just use the rest of the toppings. Coconut, cashew, sprinkle, M&Ms. Yeah, it's just too hard. So I didn't recommend cashews. They just happen to be in my trail nut mix. I'll show you while this is melting down again, especially anyone who's joining or hasn't seen it. That's the melting down. She's melting good, guys. Just gonna add a little bit more water to this. A few more minutes and just stab it and stir until this melts. I might do just 10 apples and do an apple crisp with the other 2. And she's almost melted. Takes a few minutes. So I'm going to turn this down to about 4. And again, we had our wooden spoon for emergency, but we're just using a rubber type spatula with flex. And I think she's melted now. So it's time to start dipping. So that's another thing, like, instead of rolling your apple, you can spatula step up on and then let it run too. That's what I'm gonna do right now. We'll let a lot of it run off. Kind of judge when it's done running. Instead of wasting, you see like a big circle on the bottom of some. No point in wasting. Okay. So I'm gonna go coconuts again in this one. coconuts and eyeballs. How's everyone doing? So we're in Whiskey Moore paint mode with Savannah, Georgia Hooters. We're making caramel apples. One eyeball. This one's gonna have 3 eyeballs. Whoops, where'd it go? There it is. And we're giving this one like monster face. So he's getting 3. And we'll roll our next one. I'm just gonna scoop it up with a spatula. And let it run down. This one will do purple sprinkles. That turned out good. I'm gonna put some eyeballs in that. I'm gonna make this one 3 eyeballs too. Oops. One upside down. Alright, on to the next. So there you have it, guys. When we move on, I'll show you. We're going to put those in the fridge. And we'll start our next ones in a minute. Okay, they're in the fridge. And on to the next. So these need eyes. So after they're decorated, you could melt white chocolate or regular chocolate and drizzle over them too. There's many different variations of candy and nuts and food that you can implement. I need some eyeballs. Hi everyone, welcome. This one's going to have an eyeball in the back of his head too. next one I'm doing some more of like a drizzle. And I'll roll another one in a minute. Just make a messy drizzle purposely. In a second. There we go. Alright. So we're gonna roll the next one like we showed you guys earlier. I just did a couple drizzles. So once you get lower on ingredients, then you just kind of play with what's left. Still have to do more eyeballs on those ones. So this is our last one. We're low on ingredients, so we're just going to paste it on. Now when you're done this, you want to soak your pot right away, guys. So put water in your pot right away, guys. And then put it back on the burner with the heat. Oh, I was really slow. Stuck caramel. I'm going to pull the other ones and show you in a minute, and refrigerate these ones in a minute. Two hours, guys. Thanks for your patience. I need some more eyeballs. Make this guy straight. We'll put this vertical. His eyeballs. This guy's got one. He's like R2D2. Okay. So that's the second batch. Eyeballs. And then here's the first batch. So we got cashews, coconut, purple sprinkles, Smarties. Yeah, I heard it, man. Those are decorated caramel apples, Granny Smith apples, peeled caramels, and the Kraft recipe, not corn syrup recipe. Kraft. This is our other batch with the googly eyes. And so in the fridge. Alright, cheddar. It's Jeff Lamb, Brian K, 86. Dang Fricker, Wheat Taco, Tashay, B&K, Jesus, Sexy Tamara Rose Now, Freshly, Copy, Rusty, Milan, and before with that we had a few other ones, Stony Brook and a few other shows that I already went through. So which one are we gonna have? Maybe I'll have a sprinkles in. They're really good, guys. They're really yummy. I like Domino's. I haven't had Papa John's burger. The best pizza is Lisa's Pizza in Old Orchard Beach, Maine. What's better than that is Beach Pizza right at Gin Shores Beach, Florida. Best pizza ever. Okay, guys, that was fun. It turned out good. This is delicious. You know, I will. They're not too bad. want to save the rest of it. If I don't, I might die right now. It's so good. Alright, now I need room for the other tray. Yeah, really yummy. Alright, we now came to the sad conclusion. 2 hours, 11 minutes, but we're going to end the live now. In a second. I appreciate you all for coming into Whiskey Warpaint mode. Hooters, Savannah, Georgia. We made some caramel apples. You guys all did a really good job. I really appreciate you. And if I can do it, you can do it. So, everyone have a good evening. We'll catch you in channels later, probably. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate you, Wee Taco. 86, awesome. Everyone, I really appreciate you. Great turnout. 2 hours, 11 minutes. The caramel apples suck the lipstick right off me. Okay, peace, y'all. Bye. Don't forget to book the live tomorrow.